Okay. Hello, hello. Welcome to my secrets revealed for adult hormonal acne. My name is Bree Stillings. I am a skincare consultant and women's fitness specialist and high school teacher by day. And I am so excited that you have joined me today for a brief summary on getting rid of acne. I just want to be completely clear with you that this is going to be short. I want to respect your time. And there are some Black Friday specials. So if you are watching this during the week of Thanksgiving, this is your time. This is your sign. Great job watching this. If you are watching this after Thanksgiving week, I still encourage you to reach out to me for suggestions and tips. But the sales that I and the discounts that I'm mentioning on clearing up your acne in this presentation are only available the week of Thanksgiving. So to be respectful of your time, let's get to it. Okay, so who am I? Let me tell you a little bit about me and my journey with acne. So I have had acne ever since high school. But in high school, everybody thinks you're normal. Everybody has acne in high school. But then when I got to college, the acne didn't stop. In fact, it got worse. And I remember it would be so painful on my chin area that I would have to come home from classes, get a washcloth, like soak it in hot water and just lay there because my chin was so inflamed and so irritated. Like these bumps would hurt. And I joked around sometimes that I felt like those bumps had their own pulse, like I could feel the heartbeat in my chin. Um, you might relate to this also. So, my bumps were always on my chin area and my jawline. And that is a classic sign that your acne is hormonal. I didn't learn that till many years later. But if your acne is all around your chin area, hormonal. So, getting back to that, because my bumps were all right through here, and I've got a ton of scars today. I can see in the mirror right there, ton of scars to prove it. If they were too close to my mouth, anytime I would smile or laugh really hard with a friend or take a bite of like salad and have to open my mouth like, oh, I would bust open an old sore and then it would be bleeding everywhere. And that's so embarrassing. So I have been there. Painful, embarrassing, no self-confidence, no self-esteem. It was just, I didn't want to be in pictures. It was just awful. Okay. I felt bad. I felt ugly. Uh, and you put all that together, and that's a bad combination. So I'm in college, and my mom, bless her heart, she's a nurse. She's trying everything. We're going to dermatologists, we're going to specialists, we're doing antibiotics, we're doing every skin cleanser you can think of. We've tried it all. And finally, it was like my junior or senior or my second or third year in college, I was finally like, we got to do birth control. And she agreed. And my mom, being the nurse, was very like anti birth control because you're like, well, you're not sexually active. So why do you even need to be on it? And you might, she has heard all these horror stories about blood clots and all kinds of things. I said, but nothing else is going to work. And she finally agreed. And I remember coming home after my first 3 months on birth control. And I came home from college, and my dad looked at me and he was like, it's working. Your face doesn't look so angry anymore. And that was the first time he had ever said anything to me about my acne. Before then, yeah, he just kept his mouth shut, maybe because he knew it bothered me and it bothered him. And he thought if he just didn't talk about it, we're not going to draw attention to it. But when he said that to me, I realized for a long time he had thought how bad it looked. And it just looked, in his words, angry. So if you feel like your face looks angry, this is for you because I've had an angry face. And I was probably 22 when all this was going down. So the birth control made it better. I stayed on birth control for about a year, and then I just had to get off. It was making me crazy. It was messing with my hormones, and I wasn't sexually active. So I was like, what the heck am I doing? So I got off of it. Of course, some of the acne returned. But at this point in time, my mom, the nurse, She kept doing her research and she kept asking everybody. And then finally, she found some great advice. Secret number one. Are you ready? She found a piece of advice, secret number one, that glycolic acid was the missing key ingredient to clear up hormonal acne. Dun da da da. And we're talking the year 2001, maybe. Glycolic acid was not a product you could find over the counter in 2001. The only place you could find glycolic acid was in an esthetician's office getting a chemical peel. So we did it. And in 2001, that meant I had to drive in 2 hours back home to go to a plastic surgery's office that did them. Because remember, this is still like new science. And then I drive back to college. And I did this for about another year or two, and it worked. Every time I would go, I would have relief for about a month or two. It really worked. And it was preventing those painful sores, and it was preventing the scarring that I was getting emotionally and physically. A lot of physical scars going on here. And okay, fast forward, I'm getting those done. They are effective. It's just I can only like get them done like once every 6 months. They're expensive. So now I'm graduating college and my fiance and I moved to Florida. Well, I am still convinced that glycolic acid, secret number one, is the key to clearing up adult hormonal acne. Okay. So we're living in Panama City, Florida, and the closest place I could find glycolic acid was an hour drive. But you know what? I did it. I drove an hour every 3 or 4 months to get the treatment and drive back home. So I did that for another year. Then now I'm married. We moved back to North Carolina. Now I can't find anybody. I can't find anybody. And, I'm trying to do some research. I'm looking at people's websites and I just can't find anybody who's doing glycolic acid. And we're going to fast forward. Dun, da, da, da. My friend announces she's starting a Mary Kay business. And so I said, I'll have a party for you. I have a party for her. And I find this little product in the catalog. And because of my prior experience, knowing that secret number one is glycolic acid, this bad boy 10 years ago was brand new on the market. And the active ingredient was glycolic acid. I bought one immediately, because now let's be very clear. This is not the same strength that would be in an esthetician's office, but it's mild enough that I can do it myself without having an esthetician's certificate. I can do it myself once a week in the convenience of my own bathroom, and it keeps my hormonal acne away. Secret number one to clearing up hormonal acne is you've got to go deeper than the surface. Glycolic acid is an alpha hydroxy acid, actually for anti-aging, but it goes down 4 layers of skin to break up all that excess oil caused by irregular hormones. That's why this is so much more effective than all those other acne medicines. All those other acne medicines like salicylic acid, benzoyl peroxide, those work if you're a teenager and if your acne involves whiteheads and blackheads on the surface. Because on the surface, you've got it all up on your cheeks and your forehead. That's usually caused by bacteria. So when you research salicylic acid and benzoyl peroxide, they're amazing for clearing up bacteria. But friend, if you relate to my story, our acne is not bacteria. I'm sorry. I don't have a dirty face. I don't have oily skin. I don't have bacteria on my face anymore. I have irregular hormones. And what's going to be required to get rid of my acne has got to go much deeper than bacteria on the surface. I need something a little bit more powerful. So the good news is, for the price of one trip to the doctor's office to get a chemical peel, I can have an at-home chemical peel that I can maintain. I can get about 9 months of use out of this. I can do it once a week and I can get the same benefits. So secret number one is glycolic acid is the missing ingredient that nobody is talking about to address adult hormonal acne, which is very different from teenage bacterial acne. Ta-da. Okay. So I am going to stop sharing my screen for a second. I'm going to talk about secret number two. Secret number two, I have found out later in my life, because as I've gotten older, I've started working with more specialists on how to balance my hormones and keep my waistline in check, because with PCOS, I do have some insulin resistance and all that weight is in my belly, which makes me a prime target for a heart attack. Okay. So for my health, I decided to work with a nutritionist. And when I did that, I accidentally found secret number two. Secret number two was how to prevent the acne from showing up altogether. So secret number one is that glycolic acid is how to get rid of hormonal acne. But secret number two, I found by accident because I wanted to improve my health. And when I started improving my health, I noticed no more bumps started showing up ever. So it's great to make those bumps go away super fast, but it's even better when they never show up to begin with. So secret number two is your nutrition. When I started working with a nutritional specialist for PCOS and hormones, it doesn't have to be PCOS, it's just hormonal balance. And the biggest takeaways were limit your dairy and limit your gluten. Dairy and gluten are the two most inflammatory foods that the body can even possibly consume. A couple of my friends from high school or college are registered dietitians, and they agree. Like, they come to me and be like, Bree, you are the person we need to study, because my body is all of the exceptions to the rules. And my body shows you what happens when somebody with irregular hormones eats dairy or gluten. My waistline gets bigger and my face gets ugly. Boom. Secret number two, your nutrition can control your face if you have hormonal acne. So real simply, I'm not a registered dietitian. I cannot help you. I cannot write up a nutritional plan, but there are plenty of specialists out there on the internet that can help you come up with a specialized nutritional plan. But the biggest takeaway right now, you don't even have to go zero dairy and zero gluten, but if you cut back dramatically, you will notice your skin getting clearer and easier to maintain. That is secret number two. Okay. And that leads me to accidental find of secret number three, also because I was trying to improve my health and because I launched a business. I'm a full-time high school teacher, but I launched a skincare consulting business, and now I coach over 80 women on how to also be consultants for skincare. And running both of these jobs, both times, I found out a little bit about adrenal fatigue. Oops. I was having too much stress. I mean, that goes to figure, you're a mom of three and you have two full-time jobs. Yes, you're going to have stress. I didn't think I was stressed out, but my body was stressed. I was constantly working through a to-do list. And even though that's not bad, I didn't feel stressed out and I definitely didn't feel overwhelmed. I did not realize that the cortisol levels in my body were so high that it was affecting my gut. And when your gut is affected, everything is affected. So, secret number 3 is stress acne. Stress acne is obviously a result of having elevated stress levels for a long period of time. When you do that, you go through a phase known as adrenal fatigue. Big long word. But if you think you might have stress acne, I'm going to ask you this other question that's really nasty. How are you pooping? Because stress acne is also mirrored by IBS symptoms. So if you, and that's, we're not talking about this enough. We are not talking, we just think you have acne, go put this on your face. But if you have stress acne, I'm curious, do you also have IBS? Are you either extremely constipated or do you have diarrhea? My problem was constipation. I know this is going too deep and I'm sorry to talk about poop, but this is why my acne, the acne is not because of this. It's like they are the same. If you have both of these, boom, you have stress. So I would get acne, but I would also not be able to poop for 3 straight days. And this would we're not just talking about 1 week I had a bad week. No, no, no. This was like 3 years long. For 3 years, I've had pooping issues and had no idea it was related to stress, acne, pooping issues. Okay, I have laid it out for you. My 3 secrets revealed. Number 1, you got to stop using the salicylic acid and the benzoyl peroxide and switch to glycolic. That's what we're not talking about enough, because most people with acne are teenagers and that works on them. But grown ass women like myself, sorry for the language, that's not going to work. I don't need to be taking birth control at 45 years old when my husband has had a vasectomy and I've had an ablation. I don't need birth control. So you don't need all these stupid treatments for adult acne. The secret's right here. Number 1, use the right products, glycolic acid. Number 2, it really is all about what you eat. Fix your health and you'll fix your face. Number 3, how are you pooping? If you're pooping bad, that's where your acne is coming from. You've got stress acne. And I'm not an expert, but I can tell you that I am a women's fitness specialist, and I can tell you that you need to avoid high intensity workouts. So quit doing burn boot camp. That's horrible for you. If you are constipated, do not do burn boot camp, because that's the worst possible workout you can do. You've got to lower your cortisol. You've got to walk, you've got to journal, and you've got to take quiet time. And when you can do that, you'll start pooping again and your face is going to start looking better. So that's secret number 3. Use the right products, watch your nutrition, and watch your stress. And that's how you clear up adult hormonal acne. So are you ready for my Black Friday specials? My Black Friday specials as a skincare consultant is this peel. This peel right now is 50% off. There's a catch. It's 50% off when you spend $50. So you could buy 1 moisturizer and qualify for 50% off. Or you can buy a charcoal mask. Now so if you are in a situation where you still have both acnes, maybe you're in your 20s and you're still getting lots of whiteheads, I would still recommend Clear Proof and even a little bit of benzoyl peroxide when you get those little zits. When I travel, especially if I'm on an airplane, I always get those little zits. I travel with this because I always get a little zit or 2 just from travel. It's not a cyst. It's not painful. It's just like annoying. It's from traveling. Okay. It's from all that dirty air on the airplane. So you do still need this. I've got a couple of bundles put together that I want to share with you. And I also want to share with you my favorite products so you can pick and choose how you want to get your 50% off. So let me kind of share my screen again and go back to this presentation. Here's that charcoal mask. This is great for blackheads and whiteheads. Okay, you understand the difference in your acne. Is it a blackhead, a whitehead, or a cyst? So the charcoal mask is really good for blackheads and whiteheads, and you can use it on all skin types because this one does not have a chemical. No salicylic, no benzoyl, no retinol. It just uses naturally activated charcoal to dry up your acne. Here's my favorite. This is for cystic acne. Gotta have it. Microdermabrasion is really great for acne scars. That is a physical exfoliator that makes lines and wrinkles look smaller. So acne scars right around here, this is going to make those look smaller. Retinol is also an amazing product. Retinol is a vitamin A. If you are on tretinoin and you don't like it, you feel like it's too harsh and you're peeling too much, you would drop down to this product. This is retinol. Love it. And then here's that spot treatment I talked about. I do love this, even though I don't use it a lot because I don't have that kind of acne. I have to travel with this because when I'm in a nasty airport, I will get some zits, sometimes more than one. All right, here is the Black Friday special. When you buy two, oh no, that's not. Well, you buy two, you get the, no, that's not right. It's buy three, get the fourth at 50% off. So here are all the products I just talked about. This right here is really where I want to draw your attention to. Now you can customize something just to get the peel 50% off, but I gave you some sample packages, okay? So package A would be the charcoal mask, the zit zapper, I like to call it, the treatment gel, and then this last product, the moisture renewing gel mask. What this does is it heals the skin barrier. A lot of women are concerned that they're stripping and stripping and stripping, and they're not giving their skin a chance to heal. And that is correct. Once a week, I sleep in this mask. In fact, I did it last night. It just gives your skin a chance to heal from all the acne medication. All right, so scenario number one, package A, you do a charcoal mask and the zit zapper and your healthy skin mask to glow. Then you can get 50% off of this, and you're at $95 for all four products. Plus, you can also add on, but we'll talk more about that when you're ready to check out. So this package would be $95. Okay, hypothetical situation. What if you only have cystic acne and you really don't need these two for zits? Then I would recommend doing a really good daytime moisturizer with peptides, a nighttime moisturizer with retinol, and then add on obviously a cleanser. I'm just doing a basic skincare set here and get your peel 50% off. This package would run you $172. Pretty good deal. This is just like what you would use every day. Wash and moisturize once or twice a week. Wash and moisturize once or twice a week. Okay, that package is $172. What if you feel like maxing out your Black Friday specials and get everything? Everything that I talked about in package A and package B, which would be this and these. Can't even hold it all. And all of this with 50% off of this, you would get all of this for $202. You are saving over $140 when you do that. So I appreciate your time today. Hopefully I have been quick and to the point with my 3 secrets about clearing up adult acne. Once again, it's using glycolic acid, watching your nutrition, and lowering your stress. Those 3 things will clear up your hormonal acne. And when you do, you're going to start feeling your best, looking your best. And for the first time ever in my life, my skin actually glows. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I hope you have the best.